A real reason YouTubers are quitting. So YouTubers are quitting. Have you noticed that? And not only are they quitting, a lot of the big heavy hitter channels, views are down. It's crazy. It's crazy. Even me. Now listen, friends, just so we're clear, I think we're up around 50,000 subscribers here. Blew up overnight because I'm a real estate guy, active real estate professional, blowing the lid and whistleblowing this housing bubble. That's why you guys came. And, you know, I didn't plan on being a YouTuber. I just was a sales guy with social media platform, and I gave some real talk one day on this channel, and the next thing you know, I became a YouTuber, and it wasn't something that I set out to do. Now, there's a lot of channels out there that put in a lot of time and effort, and I always call it, you know, this bubblegum content with homemade production value or editing or all this stuff. I get offers to do that to these videos all the time, and sometimes I consider it because I want to bring value to you guys. Busy guy. The best I can do. I'm very raw. I'm very unedited, very raw and very unedited. I usually just turn on the camera and let her rip. That's why they call it YouTube, not production tube. But now YouTube's the biggest platform in the world. Everybody is on it. But have you noticed? I feel bad. I feel bad because I see a lot of YouTubers, and I even know some personally. They had this great idea to quit their day job because they now are a big YouTube celebrity. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being a big YouTuber and then you quit your other day job and then your views all of a sudden start suffering? That's bad. Everybody, a quick break from the show to bring you today's video sponsor, Bishop Gold. Unpredictable stock market and economic turmoil, gold shines through as a safe haven. Bishop Gold Group, America's trusted precious metals dealer, offers a refuge from financial insecurity. Protect your retirement from the looming threat of taxes and penalties by investing in gold. Don't wait for the next market crash. Now is the time to secure your wealth by converting stocks and retirement funds into gold. Unlike volatile digital assets, holding physical gold puts more security directly in your hands. Trust Bishop Gold Group to guide you through securing your retirement with the stability of precious metals. A big thank you to Bishop Gold Group. All the information will be in the pinned comments and the description of this video. Always be careful when investing. There's always going to be some level of risk. Now let's get back to today's reality. Just like the housing bubble, the stock market bubble, the asset bubbles, the everything bubble, the YouTube bubble. During the crisis, when we were all locked at home, unsure of what the future was going to bring because it was such an uncertain time, we were looking for anybody to maybe say the things we had been thinking. We were all stuck at home digesting a lot of YouTube. But now we're kind of back out doing our thing, aren't we? And a lot of us know that the economy is in big trouble and we're still ultra interested because we know this thing's playing out, but now it's just a little bit different. It's not as polarizing, which we need to be careful, really careful on that one. I always say you don't want to let this whole crisis get in the old rear view mirror too much because it's still looming. I mean, we see what's going on. One of the cliches that I created here on the show was throw a dart at an economic challenge map, you're going to hit something threatening this economy. And like we've talked about a million times before, at least it feels like it, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. Booms and busts. We've always had them. And when you overheat the biggest asset class in the world, the U.S. housing market, and get that type of investor involvement, even retail investors involved, Airbnb, Zillow, iBuy, you name it, everybody poured in. Dangerous stuff. So we know something's looming out there. We just don't know what and when it's going to land. We see a lot of fractures, a lot of things playing out right now before our very eyes. We could go over article and data for days. It's all out there playing out. But until you've lived through a bust period or a bust cycle rather, firsthand as a bill-paying adult and suffered some of its blowback, you're hearing it, you're seeing it, but you have no idea what's coming, so you're ignoring it. That's just the reality. But the realities are this, friends. For me, my pullback on YouTube was not by choice. I have my own real estate that I manage that's complicated. It's commercial and residential. I'm an active real estate agent helping people buy and sell homes, doing that consistently. And then I had to try to make time for YouTube. And typically I would try to set aside just a little time every day to create these videos and get them ready for you guys so we could stay in touch and stay close to each other and be iron sharpens iron, be forward thinkers, critical thinkers in this whole potential mess that's going on. But for me, what happened, I overworked myself, whatever the case may be. I got sick. I just got sick, and I'd never been sick like that before. I don't know if it was long-term COVID, I think they're calling it. I don't know. It started with a tooth surgery I had, and then it got infected, and then I got nailed with a cold, then it went into my sinuses, and then my whole body started to shut down. It was horrible. I've lost 15, 20 pounds, I think, and it's gone on for months. It wasn't until I talked to one of you, a subscriber, that said you were going through the same thing. Doctors doing labs and scans. Can't find anything wrong with you, Scott. They wanted to medicate me. They're like, we want to put you on some antidepressants. I'm like, well, of course I'm depressed. I've been sick for months. I don't want to be depressed and sick. Like, forget about it. Let's look into getting me well. So now I'm trying to deal with it myself. It's craziness. But the reality is this. I see YouTubers are quitting constantly. It's a very taxing world when you live in the public eye on YouTube. And if you've gained any type of reach, it becomes demanding. You feel the gravitational pull to produce these videos. Now, I will say this from personal experience, and this is another reason you're seeing YouTubers quit, is during the height of lockdowns, when we were all locked at home watching YouTube, even this little channel was pulling in a significant amount of ad revenue. Now it's pulling in a fraction of it. Now, a lot of it's because I don't post every day anymore, but even if I was, the views for me are way down, and they're down for a lot of other ones. Like, I see other people, like I said, I have 50,000 subscribers. On this channel, I see people with 1 million subscribers that are barely outperforming little channels. That would be really hard. Could you imagine? And I'm not going to drop any names because I just don't think it's necessary as much as I'd like to. Insanity. Can you imagine being this big YouTuber? You're a celebrity. And then all of a sudden, your celebrity dies off. Happens. And this is a tricky spot because in this particular channel, we concentrate on economics, specifically the housing market, but we touch on economics, social, political, and financial components are evaluated here on this channel because it's all intertwined, right? It's just very socially charged issues we're dealing with, politically charged, and financial byproducts. So you can't touch on just the financial issues without touching on the other issues as well. But the realities are this. Can you imagine being one of these big, you always have your 5 minutes of fame. Being a big YouTuber and then having, I don't like watching my videos not do well, but it is what it is. I don't care. I don't rely on YouTube income to pay my bills. Any money I made off of YouTube, I just stacked cash for a rainy day, right? It's money that potentially I can give back to you guys, the community, invest, whatever the case may be. Save it, make sure I can weather a storm, whatever. I just have no need to go act like a big shot anymore. I just don't. That's the thing that's great. When there was a time in my life, and I'm sure yours, where you acted like, I come on YouTube, I'm a big shot, I'm a big investor, and I'm smart, and you act big, and you're all showy. But then when you actually achieve whichever goals you set, and you now don't really need to chase the almighty dollar the way maybe you once did, unless you're a workaholic, which happens to most people at some point. If they're chasing a buck, they just don't know how to detach. And then you see your revenue just fall off a cliff. So I feel really bad because there's a lot of YouTubers right now. I've seen them say, like, I quit my job and I'm just doing this now. I'm bringing you guys value. Do not do that. Do not do that. YouTube will not last forever, most likely. That's just the reality of what I'm seeing out there. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy who wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. YouTubers, welcome to the swimming pool. Revenues are down, friends. Income's down. I don't know what to say. I know I am not going to be able to do YouTube probably forever, at least not at the capacity I'm currently doing it. Maybe I'll pivot. Maybe I'll do something else. Maybe I'll just decide to walk away someday. But one thing's for sure, until I do, I'll continue to blow the lid off of everything I can, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless you. I'll see you on the next video.